Greetings. This is going to be collective messages and all 12 signs. I'm going to be using my angel cards for all 12 signs. It's going to be messages for all 12 signs. I will timestamp this after. Please subscribe and like the video if you're going to watch it. It's simply an equal energy exchange, which I'm going to get into here at the collective messages. So my first collective message is for all my ladies out there. A lot of women shy from stepping into their highest radiance and their highest embodiment out of fear of judgment or rejection from other women or society or their family. I personally have experienced this a lot. However, I can assure you that every single time that I have shied away from my highest embodiment, my highest expression, my highest radiance, it has never served me, and it's also never served the people in my life. Even if it may be slightly uncomfortable for people at first, once people truly see the authenticity of your expression, the authenticity of your embodiment, and that you are honoring your true soul codes, they will either step in line or they can at least step back respectfully and respect that even though they may not agree with your path, they can see the truth and the purity and the honesty and the authenticity in you rising in your path. So what is with all these women not embracing and not celebrating other women's radiance? So women, my thing for you is to rise in your radiance and support hers. So rise your own radiance and support hers. Now, the next message here is you can never reason with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. So it's time, collective, for us to separate the wheat from the chaff. We need to understand that there are 8 billion individual realities, 8 billion individual perspectives, perceptions going on at all times. It is not our responsibility to align ourselves with any of them at all. In fact, our own responsibility is only to our own path and our own authenticity. And it's not our responsibility to align with any of them other than our own. Life isn't about changing others, it's about changing and healing ourselves. Life is about expressing and creating within that process. And as we express and as we create, as we dive deeper into our own authentic seed, our own true codes. I love the gene keys, by the way, for this, and I love human design for this as well. As we step into that, as we rise into that, then people will either appreciate our expression, whether they agree with it or not, or they will full on support it. So again, there's something here on really just kind of getting in your own lane, staying in your own lane, collective. So this is a time period from now until March to really stay in your own lane. Now, whether people agree with it or not, it is your blueprint, and it's not about others agreeing with it. It's about honoring your blueprint and being true to yourself and true to your blueprint. Now, we are all in a league of our own, so there truly is no competition. We all hear, oh, they can't compete where they can't compare. But truly, there is no comparison anywhere, collective. There are no comparisons anywhere. No one should be competing with anyone, period, because we all have our own unique blueprint by God's source creator. And when we honor that, again, there is literally zero comparison, because each of us is in a league of our own. Each of us was designed and uniquely created for a specific purpose, whether we connect to that purpose from an early age or we don't find that purpose until we're in our 60s, 70s, or 80s. And it's like that for some people. People have their rise and their fall, their ebbs and their flows, their mountains and their valleys at various points in their life. Just because you see someone going through what seems like an easy time in their life doesn't mean that it really is, and doesn't mean that they haven't had hardships. You never know what someone is going through. So collective, big emphasis on that. Also, the good news is, if we were all programmed to be one way, then at any given time we may consciously choose to reprogram and become the author of our own coding, which we are, and we can reprogram ourselves at any time. So say down in the comments, I say no before a difficult situation begins. I say no before a difficult situation begins. This is one of my favorite affirmations, because as a chronic, always trying to heal people pleaser, that is one of my favorite affirmations that I always start my day with. I say no before a difficult situation begins. So write that in the comments if you resonate with that. Again, please like and subscribe. If you're watching this video, it's a simple energy exchange. The next one is, I do not consent to taking on others' drama. I do not consent to taking on others' drama. You cannot debate someone's emotional reality or their experience. And anyone who tries, again, see above that you can never reason with someone who is committed to misunderstanding you. So anyone who's ever trying to debate your emotional reality, your emotional experience, is simply the Matrix throwing tests at you. So How strong can you be, collective, to say in that instance, I say no before a difficult situation begins, and I do not consent to taking on others' drama, and then continue on with your life. Remember that energy is finite, that we only have so many decisions in a day. The devil will work through your family, your friends, your coworkers, trying to impose guilt on you for desiring to dive all into that new project, all into learning a new language, all into learning that new instrument, or that new machinery, or getting that new, whatever it is that you're working towards. However, those who support you will give you the space, and they will say, I love who you are today, and I cannot wait to see who you become by diving all into that project, by diving all into that education, by diving all into that thing. Spirit is really emphasizing education for the next 3 months, collective. If you really, really give your all to something for the next 3 months, your return is going to be tenfold come the 10th month, so October. In October, it's going to be tenfold the blessings that you receive if you really put in your due diligence and put in at least 20 minutes a day to that thing, preferably more like 90 minutes a day, and for musicians, more like 4 hours a day. All right, again, energy is finite, and folks are stingy out here, collective. As soon as you ask for an equal energy exchange, for example, me simply asking for a like button if you're going to watch free content that costs you absolutely nothing that you're going to watch if you're going to watch it, they'll get resistant and stubborn. So notice this, as soon as you ask for a fair exchange, what people can actually be reasonable in that and offer and provide the fair energy exchange, and notice who gets resistant and stubborn, and how comical is that? And it goes deeper than this, because as soon as you match their energy, which their energy is lurking but not supporting, then people can't stand you, and they'll say that you changed up, when in reality, you're only mirroring their own stinginess right back at them. And they don't want to look in the mirror, so they'll try and shatter that mirror. Okay, so recession and difficult times in society, I know a lot of people are struggling right now. So the energy with that is, it's a gift, because people are learning what giving really counts. Like, you don't have to give by supporting someone's business monetarily. You can support them simply by liking. You can support them by smiling at them. You can support someone by simply messaging them and saying, hey, how are you? By connecting, by having a conversation. And recessions and difficult times show people what really matters in life and what really counts. So huge emphasis that if you're going through something difficult, I want to encourage you to just go out, walk in your neighborhood, and smile to a neighbor. Go out to a park somewhere, go to a mall, go somewhere where you feel safe, go to a grocery store. I know some people, the grocery stores aren't very safe, but wherever's a safe area, and connect. Or if you don't feel safe going in person, then connect with somebody online. If you can connect to 10 people a day and make 10 people a day smile, I promise you that your own personal circumstances will increase and will improve tenfold. There's an energy here. What you give out, you get back tenfold. And so if you're looking at people and you're, wondering, oh, I wish this, or I wish I had that, it's like, you don't have to have the monetary resources. Like, someone here feels stuck because they don't feel that they have the monetary resources to get to where they want to go, when in reality, all the resources that they need is a giving heart and a kind heart. And if they simply offer that kind heart, and they simply offer that kindness, that gesture, that conversation, then they will seriously see blessings just pour in, because that is how our God works. All right, also, you're going to notice that some people may be trading sides. I was actually hearing the song Trading Places. So some people here could be switching their orientation, but some people here could also just be switching how they see you or how they see a situation. Someone here, their mind is really turning around, and then someone else is really seeing, there's an emphasis on difficulty sleeping, insomnia, and if you're experiencing that, there is something here where Spirit is wanting you to get honest about your ownership in a situation, taking ownership for your half in something, even if your half in something was simply allowing an abusive situation to go on too long. This simple ownership of what our part is really seals the deal and creates a healing that is unmatched. All right, so angel cards. All right, so like I said, I'm doing the angel cards for the 12 signs tonight. So I'm starting with Capricorn, ending with Sagittarius. Please like and subscribe whenever this is over on YouTube. I will timestamp the video when it is complete. All right, so Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you don't know your placements, just go into Google, type free birth chart, and see what pops up. I'm just gonna get a few cards for each of the signs. One more. All right, so Capricorn, You are being protected from persecutors and slanders at this time. You have success at work, but it is going to seem very slow. Capricorn, you're someone who I was talking to in the collective whenever I said, if you put in work every single day, especially for my Capricorns, 90 minutes to 4 hours a day for the next 3 months, and then at least 20 minutes from there on, by October, you're going to have massive success, and you're also going to have unmovable success. So something here may be slow going for you, Capricorn, but the moment you hit that milestone, no one can take it from you, and it's yours for the keeping. And so there's something here of redemption. I'm hearing redemption. There's something here of also being protected from wounds. I know a lot of my Capricorns are athletes, so if you are injured in any way, shape, or form, then there is quick healing here. There's also something about feeling fatigue. This is all about needing to harness down on overindulgence in any areas. There also could be a painful but inevitable loss. So for some of my Capricorns, there is an estrangement. There's a necessary transformation that requires a necessary loss for you to get to the other side. There also could be gut or food or diet disturbances, and this is teaching you how to better take care of your health. You could have to cut out certain foods, certain substances that previously you've used or liked every day, and you will find yourself no longer using these things and no longer desiring to use these things. And you'll also notice that your success starts to become more rapid paced as soon as you become sober from these things, or you cut it. And this can be literally like sugar, caffeine. It doesn't have to necessarily be things like alcohol or substances. However, it can also be those things. There is also, for a lot of my Capricorns, this is a difficult phase, but it's needed for you to become more adaptable and for you to become really clear about the traitors and the frauds in your life. And again, there is something here about suppressed emotions, and that can also be starting with the gut, because whenever we're suppressing our emotions, everything really starts in the gut. You know, our gut is our oldest brain, our heart is our second oldest brain, our brain and our head is our, youngest brain, our next oldest brain. There's something here about becoming more mature as you unveil and unwrap your suppressed emotions. Now, suppressed emotions also brings in inner child healing. So there's a strong need here, Capricorn, to connect to your inner child every day, connect to something playful, lighthearted. All right, going to Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aquarius. Aquarius, there's something here about fidelity. There's something here about a lightning strike, like seeing something, lies being revealed. So for some of my Aquarians, you could find out that someone's cheating, someone could find out that you're cheating. There is protection from aggression here. There is success in some sort of legal matter. I'm not giving legal advice, I'm simply reading energy. Some of my Aquarians feel like they're at the bottom of the barrel, or they're about to be at the bottom of the barrel, or you feel like someone's putting you in the bottom of the barrel, or someone feels like you're putting them in the bottom of the barrel. This could be the bottom of the bottle, because I said the bottle. So for some of my Aquarians, there could be drinking issues here that really need to be dealt with. There is liberation from suffocating ties, but it requires you to correct your own errors and end your own bad habits. So for a lot of my Aquarians, you will break free from your own rebellion, and you will gain a new work opportunity once you correct the errors of your own ways. There's a lot of power struggle here. There's a lot of hostility. There's also a sense of imprisonment. And if any of my Aquarians are feeling this, you are being told also to, I'm hearing fly. So there's something here about eagles. I'm hearing fly like an eagle. So there's something here, eagles fly heights that crows cannot reach. So for some of my Aquarians, you could be an eagle that's been flying with crows, and you need to kind of drop the dead weight. And the crows could also be what are kind of keeping you in these bad habits. And by you ending these bad habits and flying higher than these crows and recognizing the eagle that you are, Aquarius, this will bring you out of daily difficulties. It will also bring you more support from influential people. It will bring you justice that will seem kind of like out of the blue, and it could be in March that you receive this justice if you make these decisions. There's also something here about facing your triggers and being freed from any conditions that you are experiencing with another person. So there could be a separation here. Again, some of you could be going through divorce or other separations. Lavender could be a really powerful aromatherapy for you to work with. Yeah. All right, Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Pisces. Pisces. you are very attractive right now. There's something here, you have to learn to chop wood, carry water. So again, the beginning message about putting in the work, doing preferably 90 minutes to 4 hours a day on something for the next 3 months. And then after that, you can kind of taper off, but really getting to it for the next 3 months is going to be powerful for you. You could be entering a deeper relationship. For some of my Pisces, there's something here about healing within your family, healing with mother, father, siblings. There can also be something here about jealousy or unsteadiness within the family, a need to have compassion and understand that on a spiritual level, we all chose the family members that we chose, not to, have the hardships, but also, yes, to have the hardships, because that is how we gain the blessing and the lesson. There's something here of no longer playing victim, Pisces. There's something here of anything that you felt was unfair, anything that you feel is unjust, you're being called to not tolerate it from a space of condoning the negative behavior, Pisces, but from having compassion that you do not understand what your parents dealt with when they were being raised. You weren't around whenever they were experiencing whatever they were experiencing whenever they were children, because you weren't here yet. But you chose them because of, what they experienced, and you chose them for a deeper soul lesson. So there's something here of benevolence, of peace, of pacifying a situation. I'm hearing a peace pipe. So for some of my Pisces, there could be smoking here. There is caution against that. So there is something here to, again, beware of explosive situations, beware of substances, beware of having a quick temper. There's something here of you only get assured longevity, Pisces, if you really clean up your health. So there could be a need for some of my Pisces to kind of lower down on, if they are misusing certain things, to lower down on that. Now, there is also something here, Pisces, about tapping into your eroticism and your pleasure. So for some of my Pisces, you are being encouraged to spend more time in your pleasure. I'm wearing some fun lingerie right now. So for some of my Pisces, there's something here about, letting yourself wear something that's a little more, I don't know, I guess some people could say scandalous, but this is velvet. It's really comfortable, it's really soft, and it's really not that revealing. I'm not showing cleavage or anything. It's no different than a tank top. So there's something here, Pisces, about really allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to express yourself in your clothing in a way that's more comfortable and authentic for you, that some people could see as like scandalous or erotic, but it's going to also attract more towards you. There's something here, Pisces, also about diving into sincere friendships and finding out who the sincere people are in your life. There could be a reconciliation with a friend from the past after some sort of battle with fake friends. So for some of my Pisces, you could have like a falling out with a friend, and after being in a new crowd of new friends, you're realizing that this new crowd like really isn't that fulfilling, and it's very superficial in some way, and so you're wanting to reconcile with a friend or a lover from the past. There's also something here, Pisces, about learning foreign languages would be auspicious for you in this time. So like I said, learning something in the next 3 months, but also from now until October. If you really put in the due diligence, Pisces, to learn a language, it seems like you really could, and it will not only improve your character, but it will improve your business, and it will, it's just going to help bring more gold into your life. All right, after Pisces is Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Aries. Aries, you could be traveling. You're also finishing up final projects, so things that you started in the past, you could be revisiting to finish. There's also something here about mercy being bestowed upon you, or you bestowing mercy upon another. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You have the Eagle card here as well. Daisies could be an auspicious flower for you. Spending time in the sun will be important for you. The colors magenta, blood oranges could be powerful for you. Blood orange could be a powerful scent, or grapefruit aromatherapy could be really good for you to put in a diffuser. You could be spending more time with children, parents, grandparents, or wanting to kind of learn more about your heritage. You could be wanting to become a student of what your parents kind of went through, learning about their childhood, learning about things that your family, that your ancestors have gone through. For some of my Aries, there's a need here to rest more. There is a need to give yourself more benefit of the doubt. there's something here of like pushing, 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 and needing to just like step back. You know, of course, Aries love to do, you're a fire sign, but there's something here of someone, a good friend has your back, a lie is going to be revealed in a professional setting. This will reinforce a project or a friendship. All lies and incoherence that people are speaking on you will be annulled at this time and proven false. There is good favor coming to you in the work sector, also with animals or with children. You could be in the spiritual community or counseling or psychology or wanting to learn about these things, or teaching. You could be a teacher in some way. There's also something here, as I already said, with travel that's going to be really prominent in the next 5 months, and you could be traveling for education or to teach others. Also, musical instruments would be really important for you, and if you don't already play one, then adding one to your life and learning to play one will only increase your repertoire of ways to make money, yes, but also ways to connect with people and new friends and new tribes. After Aries is Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus. Taurus, you are expanding at this time. You have protection if your job is very physical. So if you're an athlete or like a mechanic or just someone who does anything, also doctor, you could be a doctor. Snake medicine, I'm hearing. There's something here, you know, the thing with snakes is they have the poison, but their poison also is the remedy. So there's something here in your life, Taurus, that you could feel like is poisonous, that you're just trying to shun, that you're trying to push out. You could be like trying to blame something or someone. But the funny thing is, Taurus, is the very thing that you're blaming, the very thing that you're pushing out holds the seed of the medicine that you need within it. We have the liberator god, curing and healing, so through natural therapies. So for a lot of my Taurans, you are being told to, and again, I'm not giving medical advice, just reading energy, you're being told to look into natural therapies. I go to the chiropractor every week, I go to acupuncture every week. I cannot say enough good things about these practices. Like, I really cannot say enough good things about these practices, but also massage, breath work, love the Wim Hof technique. I used to do that every single morning, cold showers, breath work, and push-ups. Honestly, I'm about to kind of jump back into that. There's something here, Taurus, about really getting into a new regime if you kind of feel like you're in a black hole when it comes to your health, or if you feel like you're at a plateau, or if you've received any news, then there's something here of kind of changing your entire schedule. We have 5-5-5. So there are big changes here. For some of my Taurans, you also will be traveling. You'll have luck whenever you travel. Dolphins are a powerful animal totem for you, so you could be traveling towards an ocean, something on a shoreline. Dolphins are also very fertile. They're also very playful. So there's something here, Taurus, about being more playful. You could be dealing with foreigners or people that are just different race, different backgrounds, different cultures and ethnicities than you, and you're being advised to do so if you're not already. So there could be something here, Taurus, about if you're trying to kind of overcome something or get to the next level, you defeat adversity and hypocrisy by actually befriending people of different cultures and different, just different backgrounds. There's also something here, Taurus, about smaller steps are needed. So if you have a really high aim, you can have consequences if you just go for the high aim. So there's something here of breaking something down in digestible bites so that it can be more tolerated and more readily digested. All right. There also could be something here where there's a dangerous situation or addictions or obsessions that are at play in your life or someone around you. There is recovery and longevity if, a choice and a change is made, Taurus. There is something here about being able to overcome these situations through a miracle intervention, but the miracle intervention has to be your choice. Like, you have to make the choice, but once you make the choice, a miracle intervention will kind of come into a situation. All right, after Taurus is Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gemini. Gemini, you could be rescuing someone. Someone could be rescuing you. You could want to rescue someone. There are secrets here. There's something here in negotiations. So you could be negotiating with a boss, negotiating with a company, negotiating if you're dealing with anything legal or like custody. I'm not giving advice. I'm just reading energy. There's something here on you being really generous or someone being generous to you. As you learn how to protect and heal yourself, you can learn how to protect and heal others. It will take intense effort and hard work. However, you will defeat scarcity. So this can be around finances, around your own abundance, or around your health. So if there's any sort of scarcity there, you could be a farmer, a doctor, be a health worker, work in the service industry, being a teacher. You can feel like something is delayed, but Spirit is saying that it's only delayed, it's not canceled. You could be an occultist or a therapist, someone who works your own magic, a musician. There's something here, Gemini, also really about defeating your own pride, because your own pride can be your own worst enemy. I'm hearing that song, I'm my own worst enemy. I'm my own worst enemy. That's like an alternative song from the 90s. I'm my own worst enemy. Oh, that's going to bother me that I can't think of it. If anyone can think of it, put that in the comments. So there's also something here, Gemini, that someone could humiliate you if they feel like you're being too proud, or you could humiliate somebody else if you feel like they're being too proud. But if you humiliate somebody else because you feel like they're being too proud, then you're just going to get humiliated right back. So it's kind of like that be cautious, like what you dish out, because it'll come right back kind of thing. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You just might get it. There's something here about having good luck when it comes to real estate, business positions, and administrative positions. So you could be in administration, managerial things, again, real estate, business, textiles, things like this. You have good luck, good fortune coming in the next 2 months for that. So if something is slow, then it will come along. If there's anything that is under construction, you will see progress in the next 2 months. It may be a little slow, but it will slowly, slowly build up. This energy also annuls narcissistic behavior type energy or egoic energy. You will have victory over prideful, materialistic people, but if you're the materialistic, prideful person, then someone will have a victory over you. So just be cautious, what end of that you're on. There's also something here about important communication coming over the telephone, so you could be getting an important phone call or an important text message. All right, after Gemini is Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Cancer. Again, please like and subscribe the video whenever it's over on YouTube. Simple energy exchange. This is free. All I'm asking is that you freely click that button right back if you support, if you're watching. And if you're not watching, then this doesn't apply to you. All right, for Cancer, there could be resistance towards expanding. Someone could want kids, but you don't want kids. Someone could want to move, but you don't want to move. Someone here does not want to change the wheel. I'm hearing Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, so hopefully none of my Cancers are getting in car accidents, but there could be something here with a car accident or with an accident that they get saved. You are a likable person who's self-aware and worthy of respect. There's something here of your dreams are going to be very premonition-based for the next couple months. You are getting the secrets, the answers to your questions through your dreams. Spirit is showing you where you've been a hypocrite, also where you've given too much. Spirit is also showing you where you've taken too much and where other people are being hypocrites. Spirit is bringing these things to the forefront so that you can kind of regain a sense of harmony and equilibrium in a situation that's been out of balance for a while, but has been like passively just kind of going or surfing along. There's something here about being protected in your physical tasks. So Cancer, if you're someone who has a very physically demanding job, you are protected. You have right action and strength. There's also something here about the energy of Mars that has come through, like Mars. All three of these are Mars cards. Also 3-3, and those two are 3. So we have 3-3-3. So 9 is completions. 3s are all about new beginnings, but also teamwork. Also the Holy Trinity. There's something here, again, kind of like Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Cancer. You could have Taurus in your chart somewhere. needing to break something down into smaller digestible bites so that you don't reap the consequences of aiming for something really high and then having a really bad fall. And I mean, there is protection here if you do have a bad fall. So for some of my Cancers who are in sports, if you fall, you are protected. It won't be as bad as it could be, but there's something here of, smaller is safer at this time. You could be going through a difficult time where you could be feeling abandonment or feeling isolation or feeling alone or feeling persecuted, or someone around you could be feeling these things, and Spirit is wanting you to intervene to save them last minute, or someone is going to intervene for you last minute. So you are either going to intervene for someone last minute or they're going to intervene for you. If you're not feeling alone or in crisis, or you're not feeling persecuted, you're not feeling isolated, then Spirit is telling you to kind of seek in your heart who in your surroundings you feel might be feeling these things, and for you to go ahead and extend the olive branch and for you to reach out. Because Cancer, there's something here, as we all know. I saw this meme, that had like Robin Williams and like all of these celebrities that were so happy, seemingly so happy, Twitch, that had huge smiles and were known for their smile, that were known for their happiness, that were known for their joyful heart, that took their lives. And there's something here, Cancer, where you could be going through a really dark moment, or someone around you is going through a really dark moment, and someone here can truly save a life. I'm hearing the song How to Save a Life by The Fray. So there's an energy here, Cancer, of do not sleep on that, because you can truly save someone's life, or someone is, here to save yours. You are the patron of your own destiny. You can overcome deception, and remember that whenever we're overcoming deception that others throw at us, we're also overcoming our own deception, because there's something within our own vessel, within our own thought system and belief system that allowed that energy to penetrate our field in the first place. And so there's something here of there's always a lesson even in the most stressful situations. All right, after Cancer is Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Leo. I don't know why I'm hearing the song Stand Up by Ludacris. Stand up. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. But someone else is like, sit down. Or no, I want to sit down. Leo, there could be an argument here. Someone could be telling you to do something, bossing you around, or you're bossing someone else around. Someone doesn't like it. I don't know. I'm hearing, I'm bossy. I'm the first girl to scream on the track. I switched up the beat of the drum. That's right. I brought all the boys to the yard. That's right. I'm the one that's tattooed on his arm. You could be moving, traveling, dolphins, so there's fertility here, butterflies, so there is a birth of a situation. Congratulations if you are expecting, or if you already have a child. For some of my Leos, someone here is in escapism. You could be escaping, or your partner is in escapism. If you're new parents, then this can just be exhaustion and needing to have better coping mechanisms and coping skills to kind of deal with the stress of the responsibilities that are required when you get a new pet or a new child. For some of my Leos, there's something here about restoring equilibrium by connecting further to your artistic talents. So what I was saying at the beginning and the collective messages, by really focusing on educating yourself, furthering your education in some sort of artistic skill. You could be a painter, you could be a writer, you could be an actor, an entertainer, you could be a dancer, whatever it is, whatever your art form is, you are being inspired to really push forth in that. And you also could be having dreams that are premonitions of what you're really supposed to do and steps that you're supposed to take. So Leo, you are being told that your dreams are not just, little frivolous matters, but they are real, and you really do need to listen to them at this time. You also have really discerning choices that you need to make, Leo, that are going to change your entire life. There's a huge test or a huge obstacle to overcome. You could be dealing with a foreigner, or you are being guided to go to a foreign country or to deal with different cultures. I believe Taurus also had this, so you could be dealing with a Taurus or have Taurus in your chart. You may want to listen to their sign. Also, Venus is coming through, and Taurus is very Venusuvian. There's something here about making huge changes, catching yourself where you are tempted, where you are fickle, where you are do things in excess or overindulge, or where you're wasteful, or where you spend too much. And by curbing these things, you defeat inconsistency, you defeat unfaithfulness, you defeat your own frauds, you defeat your own excessiveness, and that is whenever literally success just kind of falls into your lap and lands into your lap. There's also something here about driving away jealousy, or needing to push people away or create strong boundaries with people who are jealous, because you have talent and magnetism that is bringing in a new level of fortune or fame, or that is meant to, and this could make a partner jealous or make someone upset around you. And Spirit is just kind of showing you who cannot sit at your table whenever you move up to the next table. They need to stay at the kiddie table. They can watch you from the kiddie table, but they cannot eat at your table anymore. So there's something here, Leo, about being too fragile or immature to cut someone out, or someone else is fragile and immature and you need to cut them out. All right, after Leo is Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo. Virgo, there's something here about Saturn, life lessons, hard lessons, the hard knocks of life, dun, dun, the hard knocks of life. So yeah, you could be dealing with the hard knocks of life. Patience is needed, Virgo. Resistance is here, yet you do always have the ability to get by. However, do you want to just keep getting by, or you want to thrive? There's something here about releasing resistance so that you can truly thrive, Virgo. For some of my Virgos, there's a need here to tap more into your feminine essence, your feminine nature. We have Venus cards coming out. There's a need to walk in nature more, put your bare feet in the grass and the ground and the dirt. Taking a mud bath would be really powerful for you, Virgo. There's something here about spending time outside staring at the stars, letting yourself declutter, letting yourself step away from technology, letting yourself just woosah out in nature, going to natural springs, spending time on a walking trail by the beach, by a lake, just in Mother Nature. Auspicious positions could be being a vet, a caretaker of animals, of children. You could be a mother, a tender, affectionate person. Intimate relationships with nature are being called on at this time. You could also be a writer, you could be a singer, you could be an actor or a speaker, or Spirit is wanting you to go towards these studies. You have success in your studies, the butterfly, so you could be in the cocoon phase. A feather pen could be auspicious for you if you're a writer, or getting like an old typewriter. It's almost like if you have trouble doing something, by changing the means or the tools that you use to do that thing, you could be more inspired to relate to that thing. So if you're a musician and you don't play your instrument enough, try moving your instrument to a different area of the house, a different room. If you're a writer but you don't write enough, if you always write with pen and paper, perhaps try on a typewriter. If you always type on the computer, perhaps picking up a pen and paper. If you always write at home, perhaps go to the mall and people watch and practice writing from the mall. You know, there's something here of changing your environment, changing something like this, Virgo, and this will allow for a profound discovery and a profound breakthrough in whatever it is that you are creating. There's also something here about envy, laziness, insecurity, jealousy. So you could either exhibit these or someone is exhibiting these towards you. Either way, again, as I said at the beginning of the reading, there's something here of just staying in your own lane. Sheep are also coming up here, and we don't want to be sheep, right? So sheep follow the herd. You don't want to follow the herd. So for some of my Virgos, you need to move away from the herd, step into your own charisma, your own blueprint, which is what I was saying at the beginning in the channeled messages, Virgo. There's something here about being too serious at times. Why so serious? And your self-control and practicality is good. However, to kind of overcome things, you need to step more into that feminine relaxation. There's also something here about your creative talents will only be brought to the light by you banishing laziness and inconsistency. Mice are showing up here as well, and cats, so there's a cat-mouse game. For some of my Virgos, you could kind of enjoy this cat-mouse game, picking on someone or someone enjoys picking on you. By you engaging in this in any way, shape, or form, whether you're the cat or the mouse, you are playing some role in this. So there's some need here to step out of the dynamic entirely. It's just like if two people are playing tug-of-war, it only takes one person to release the rope for both people's hands to heal, and no longer the game of tug-of-war is being played. So for some of my Virgos, you need to ask yourself, am I the mouse or am I the cat? And if I'm the cat, I need to stop and I just need to stay in my own lane and focus on my own life, my own healing, my own health. And if I'm the mouse, I need to, rise and also get the F away from that cat and stay in my own lane and go on my own path, etc. All right, after Virgo is Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra. For some of my Libras, you could repair a situation here. Someone here could be arrogant. You could be too arrogant. You could be hasty or making destructive or hasty decisions. You could have a fighting spirit. There's authority and control really trying to be imposed here. Decisiveness, competition. Fatality. Okay, Libra, this is a little bit scary. So for Libra, yeah, we have fatality, arrogance, impulse that needs to be controlled, destructive, hasty, fighting spirit. For a lot of my Libras, there's a need here to, how do I say this? Remember, Libra, that, and if this is someone at you, you're fine, you're protected. But if you're extending any energy towards anyone else, any heat, any aggression, any frustration towards another person, remember that that energy is an energy of Cancer, and you're literally just imposing that upon yourself. And I've seen this firsthand. People give themselves that sickness because of their own anger, aggression, hatred, impulse, arrogance, need to control, or desire to control another person. You don't impose anything on that person that you're trying to do that towards. And I'm not trying to get onto my Libras, but literally all three of these cards came out this way. So there is a situation here where someone is arrogant, someone has a lot of heat, someone is really angry, someone feels righteous, someone feels in control, and this could be someone at you. And if this is someone at you, then your need here, Libra, is to just completely release the situation, stay in playing music, being around music, wearing lighter pastel colors, being around cooling elements, taking a lot of baths, getting in different saunas, taking showers regularly, like more than usual, foot soaks, getting in the ocean, getting in a pool, you know, doing cold plunges, getting in hot tubs, like just really getting in water, cooling, and keeping the body moisturized, also keeping yourself hydrated, extra hydrated, and keeping music around, because music is such a healing frequency. You know, the coolest thing about musical instruments is every organ in our body resonates with a certain key. So Libra, whenever, say, for example, like the kidney would be like the C of keys. So like if you have poor kidneys, then it's like flat. So what you need to do is you need to retune your organ for it to be in key with like a healthy, like in tune key of C. And so playing music in the key of C, or listening to songs that are in the key of C with your body within 25 feet of that actual musical instrument, not a recording, but the actual musical instrument, you can retune and heal your own body. In my harp therapy musical program that I'm undergoing right now, that's in multiple textbooks, all of the science behind the healing that undergoes in our own actual body by playing a musical instrument or being within 25 feet of an instrument, and how we can literally help our own organs heal and regenerate. All right, kind of weird reading for Libra. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already whenever this is over on YouTube. Again, it's a simple energy exchange. If you're watching this, exchange energy. If you're watching this and you don't like or subscribe, that's your own karma that you're asking for on yourself, being resistant and stubborn. All right. Scorpio, you are creating something. You have equilibrium being restored. Your artistic talents are being brought to the forefront. Lots of success here in research. So Spirit is wanting you to research and educate. Yeah, we have teaching. You could be a teacher. We have justice, reward, compensation is coming through for you from a difficult time. You could give strong advice. You could also be getting strong advice. If you give advice, you should always have a mentor. I always have multiple mentors. So there's something here, you know, like if you're an advisor, if you're someone that speaks, if you're someone that is a teacher or professional that provides in any way like this, you're giving good advice to people, and you also are receiving great advice from others as well. There's something here about finances. You could be learning about investments. You could be, you know, getting stuff like that kind of put together after tax season, or you know, working with that. Something here just about organizing your money differently and kind of putting it in different areas. Spiritual well-being is showing up here. The peacock is a strong animal for you. Peacocks show off. So Scorpio, You're being told to let yourself show off here. There's also something here about seashells. You know, seashells, she has the seashell up to her ear. So there's something here about listening to the quiet voice. Scorpio, there's something here of living in right action and being courageous through a soft expression rather than a hard exterior. So it's like, okay, you have the shell, but do you hear the ocean inside the shell? Like, some people just see the shell, and some people, you know, hear the ocean waves inside the shell. And so Spirit is asking you to listen a little deeper, Scorpio, to the next layer, to really hear the ocean waves. There's something about allowing yourself to flow, allowing yourself to get in this meditative, flowy, ooey gooey kind of space. Movement, body waves can be important for you. I've said this before on a video. I always do my body waves in the shower. Ido Portal, a movement specialist, talks about this. But whenever I'm in the shower, I go forehead, nose, chin, collarbone, nipple, rib cage, belly button, hip, and I wave my body. So, and even then, like, my back popped. So basically, I'm like adjusting my own spine through doing like these body waves in the shower and giving yourself, you know, that mobility that you need. So there's something here, Scorpio, and like flowing, moving. You could be dancing, but there's something here about like body waves and allowing yourself to let the movement flow. Give something permission to flow. And there is happiness and well-being here, and allowing the flow and allowing your natural peacock feathers to show and to shine, Scorpio. So let yourself peacock. Let yourself, you know, share the valuable advice and allow yourself to equally receive valuable advice. There is a good professional arrangement coming up, so you could be collaborating with someone in the professional setting. You also have at the bottom of the deck protection from persecutors and slanderers, which is awesome, and triumph over all betrayal, a difficult phase that only made you stronger. All right, after Scorpio is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Last but not least, Sagittarius. And again, please like or subscribe, like and subscribe whenever this is over on YouTube. All right, Sag. You could be traveling. You are leaving something behind, or you need to leave something behind. Leaving something behind will bring you good fortune. Spirit is telling you to cancel your fear about a given situation. There could be fear or anxiety about walking away from something, but Spirit is saying you have immediate success and expansion whenever you do have the decisiveness to walk away. Sag, you also have healing hands. Your hands are very therapeutic, so Spirit could be telling you to get into massage, some sort of therapies, modules. This can be hands-on healing or Reiki or any other type of hands-on healing if you don't want to resonate with that degree specifically. There's something here, you could be like a doctor, you could just anything with your hands. You could be a musician, you could be an artist. And Sagittarius, you are being told that your hands, you have the Midas touch. You have the Midas touch at this time, and you need to use it, because if you don't use it, you lose it. Also, you could be learning a new diet or getting on a new diet here, a new live it, because you don't want to call it diet, we'll say live it. There's something here about learning your own family history, diving into philosophy, humanitarianism. Regeneration is occurring in your own body. Wearing the color pink and the color green is auspicious for you at this time, Sagittarius. You could have a sense of imprisonment in a situation. There could be power battles, hostility occurring in a situation, but you can break free. People may look at you like a rebel, that you are rebelling or, you know, starting a rebellion in a situation, but really it's just liberating yourself from a stifling power battle that you may have been dealing with for a while, Sagittarius. So there's a strong need here for you to step away from a business or from a relationship. You are being elevated if you do step away. This liberation will impede enemies from harming you. Also, there's something here about breaking bad habits, Sagittarius, and needing to correct your own errors and needing to stop certain bad habits to improve your health. And if you actually do stop these bad habits, then you will promote healing in a way that promotes healing in not just your own body, but in your money sector, overall finances, and your stability, and in your fortune, and also your friendships and your collaborators. I was going to say competitors, but your competitors can become people that you collaborate with just by ending certain bad habits, Sagittarius. All right, I love you guys. If you'd like a personal reading, hit me up.